Today I want to do a video response to Spirit of Wild Wings. He put out a video and asking others to put out a VR. And what the video is he shows 10 items that he carries in his kit that most don't. He wants to see 5 or 10 items that you may carry in your kit that most don't carry. The reason why is so other people get different ideas of what you can carry and the different uses of different items. I thought it was a really good idea, and I'm kind of curious what other people carry and that people don't normally carry. I think it's really good. So I'm going to show you a few of what I carry. So right here is a ferro rod. A lot of people carry ferro rods. But this striker is a tool that I made. And this was made out of a flat file. I made a 90-degree spine on this side and a 90-degree spine on this side. Now, this side here is all chewed up. The reason why that's chewed up is because I can use this for steel, for flint and steel, to make fire. Sparks just fly right off of it. So that's one use. Now the other side I leave at a 90, so I can use it for scraping bark and so on to make little tinder bundles and stuff. But it's also my striker for my ferro rod. So that's one tool that I carry that I haven't seen anybody else carry. I've got a video on how I made this, and it's a really nice item that I carry with me pretty much all the time when I go into the bush. My next item I'm going to show you is my 1/4-inch teaspoon measuring spoon. This is out of stainless steel. I clip this to my pack and it goes with me. This is so if I want to start a fire with a bow drill set, that's why I put my spindle into and use as a bearing block. I put another piece of wood, carve a little indent in the piece of wood, put that over top of it, and then I put the spindle in. That allows basically a frictionless socket while I'm doing the bow drill. Works really well. I've used it many times. So that's another item that I carry and most don't. Now another item comes from Batch Stoves, designed by Really Big Monkey. That's the tripod disc. That tripod disc allows me just to sharpen 3 sticks, stick them in these holes, and make a pot hanger down through the center. Got a video on that as well as I have a video on the 1/4-inch or the 1/4 teaspoon spoon, using it for a bow drill. Now, as an outdoorsman, when you go out to the bush, one of your other skills that you should know is know the predators in your area. Survival, basically, every decision you make is a preventative measure so you don't get into a disastrous situation. Boiling water, the reason you do that is so you do not get sick. Learning knife safety and using your knife safely out there is so you do not get in a terrible situation where you may bleed out. I mean, everything you do is a preventative measure so you don't have a disastrous situation while in the bush. So for me, predator deterrents are another form of survival. Now, this here is a light. I got this at the dollar store. Turn it on, and you can see it's a flashing light. It's in strobe. I have many different settings. Now, I did research on bear deterrents at one time, just to secure my camp a little bit better, and like I said, for a preventative measure. I don't want a bear coming into my camp, so I took precautions. That's one of them. I bought 3 of these. I would set them up in 3 different directions of my camp. These things would be flashing at night, all night. I never had a predator come into my camp while I've had these on. The research told me that basically a strobing light will keep anything from a mouse to a mountain lion basically from that area. I've never had, any kind of creature come into my camp while these things are flashing. I have had deer come in through and see these lights. They're about 50 feet away, and they start blowing. Just whoo, whoo, just blowing. And they'll walk way around the camp. And then about, a couple hours later, they must be coming back because you start hearing them blowing again and walk way around the camp. So I do know positively, it's happened 3 or 4 times, that it definitely, steers a deer way out around your path, and it's supposed to basically deter, anything basically from going into your camp at night. Who knows, right? But I have put these out, and I've never had a problem. So there's 4. Now, the last 2 items basically are my last means if something did come into my camp. One is a flare pistol. This flare pistol, if something comes into my camp, if I fire that into the air, the big bang and the bright light should scare, scatter a pack of coyotes, should scare a bear away. This here is one of an item that I usually always take out when I'm going on a camp overnight. Because, like I say, if anything comes into camp, I've got it loaded. All I got to do is pull, bang, shoot into the air. And I'm pretty sure that this would drive a predator away. It's going to scare him away, I believe. Do I know? I have not tested it yet. So, that's another thing that I believe that most people do not carry in their kit. Plus, if I need rescue, it's really good to have as well. Some people may carry it in, different kits or whatever for rescue. But as a bear deterrent, I'm not sure. As well as these things here, I've seen a video at 30 feet, I'm pretty sure it was 30 feet, you point it at an interior door, it will go through one side of the door and out the other and burn for 7 seconds. So most likely, if you shoot this into an animal, it's going to pierce the skin, stick there, and burn for 7 seconds inside that animal. I don't know, but I wouldn't want one shot at me. Last resort. This is the last item. This is a cap gun from the dollar store. We can't carry pistols in Canada. And if you're sleeping in a hammock, I'm not going to sleep with my rifle in my hammock. In a hammock. So this here is another deterrent. This is the type with the ring red ring on it. What would be ideal, but I can't get around here, would be a starter pistol. I'm working on that same thing about loud bang kind of thing. You know, would it drive it away? This here is pretty loud. That's pretty loud. If they come in through and, you know, they're nosing around the camp and I, you know, in the middle of the night, no other noise, pretty sure that that there may be enough to scare something away. The loud bang. I don't know again, but that is another thing that I will carry from time to time. And it was $1 at the dollar store. So, some people may think it's silly, but hey, it's a noise banger, and it's pretty loud. That's sharp. Me, myself, if you have nothing else, you know, I would definitely try it, for sure. So that's 5 items that I carry that I'm not sure if other people do, but thinking it might give you guys some ideas, so that's why I shared it. Have a good one. Take care.